Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. Got a quick showcase for you today about how CGR can be used to counter Mystic Ward, which is a node that is designed to stop Mystic champions from nullifying buffs. So this is a path in Act 6.3.5 which has both Rage and Mystic Ward, and the idea behind this path is that if you do too much damage and trigger the Furies, you have no way to remove them and are in danger of making the AI permanently unblockable. So I am going to fast forward through the start of this fight here, and what I'm doing is trying to do a simple rotation to get a Fury buff powered by an Aptitude, which will enable me to do enough damage to consistently trigger the Rage node. Now the order of judgments here doesn't really matter, but if you're curious, I did Vigilance, Precision, and then Power Gain, baited out a special, followed that up with a parry, and then heavy canceled into my special 3 for an Aptitude, and then the Fury. So coming out of the special 3 here, I first need to wait for Damnation to wear off, but you might have noticed that my special 3 would have triggered a Fury that was prevented by Damnation anyway. Once Damnation is over, I'm going to intentionally trigger Indestructible and then wait for that to wear off. And at this point, my basic attacks are hitting hard enough that I'm triggering the Rage node. You see we have 3 Furies there. And just to showcase this whole thing a bit better, I'm going to abandon my normal rotation and throw my SP2 here in a second without enough judgments in place, with the goal of getting him to go fully unblockable. So 4 and then 5 right there. So at this point, I still have my Power Gain Judgment in my back pocket, so I'm going to hit into his block enough to get him to a special attack, and then I'm going to bait it out, and then I'm going to punish it with a light combo ender, which will trigger my 5th Judgment and Damnation, and then remove all of the Furies. And it also removed his Indestructible, which is just an added bonus here. And just to prove that this wasn't some miracle of RNG, I'm actually going to end up doing the same thing again here before this whole fight is over. So we're going to activate Power Gain there. We're going to trigger another SP2 here in a second to trigger additional Fury buffs. And then we're going to bait out a special attack and punish it as soon as he decides to cooperate here. And we're going to activate our special 1. One more special attack, my bad. We're going to activate our special 1 here, which places the Judgment of Unblockable, and then Damnation triggers again, but he's dead anyways at this point, so it doesn't really matter. Now, if you're curious why this works, it's because the Damnation debuff isn't actually a Nullify, it's a Fate Seal. So a Fate Seal is more or less a Nullify and a Stagger combined. So because the Mystic Ward node specifies that only Nullify effects have a 95% chance to fail, Damnation will work every time. So CGR is one of only 4 characters in the game right now who have access to a Fate Seal effect, so you can get the same sort of result with Longshot, OG Ghost Rider, and Doctor Strange as well. And just to further drive this point home, I also tested it against Thing. So this is a path in Act 6.2.2 with Explosive Personality. Now most players know that Thing has a natural immunity to Nullify, but it also specifies in his abilities that he is immune to Fate Seal as well. So when I try and use Damnation, it won't remove the armor up buffs from Explosive Personality. Speaking of Nullify immunity, the last thing I wanted to quickly point out is that it will work against Angela too. So Angela gains protection from Nullify based on the number of buffs she has, but she has no protection against Fate Seal. So here's an Angela from Act 6.2.6. I've skipped ahead to a portion of the fight where Angela has 3 buffs active on her, which gives her over 100% chance to stop a Nullify. And coming out of the special 3 here, Damnation has triggered and has successfully removed her buffs. Now this might be pretty niche for now, but in the future, if a character is released who is immune to Nullify but not immune to Fate Seal, this technique will still work. So that's about it. If you liked this video, please show me by hitting that like button, subscribe for more stuff later, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.